Hello YouTube, this is Thermaltake Computers, your host Charlie. Today's video is installing a new cooler onto my 3950X from AMD. Went to Micro Center, picked up this bad boy, Noctua NH-D15. It's a dual 140mm fan cooler. Picked it up for under 100, so cool. Anyway, so big ass cooler. And inside of the box we have all your necessary hardware. Mounting screws and nuts. The AMD bracket. And of course, the extra miscellaneous cabling. So you can extend the cables if you need to, or just run them off of the Y connector. Some other cool stuff on it. And here you get the instructions, which I'm going to skip over that because I already figured out how to put this on earlier. And also get this cool little badge too if I forget. And it's actually metal, not plastic. So that's really cool. So put it off to the side because we got out what we need. Also in the box we have our secondary NF-A15 power fan. So big ass 140mm fan. Sorry. So we need that. And in this big ass box is the cooler. Screw it. Throw the box away like it doesn't matter, right? So this is the big ass cooler. It has one fan installed previously, so gotta remove that so I can get to the mountain springs. So before I do that, I put off the side. I already took out the two other fan pins earlier. The only thing else we need out of this whole thing is a thermal compound. Oh, it fails. Yeah. Use a screwdriver. Put that bad boy here. We need that later. And thermal compound. So, voila. And this is Noctua NT-H1 thermal paste. So this all stuff we're really gonna need. And all this is specs in the bottom below about everything in the system. As for the motherboard, it's an Aorus Master X570 chipset, which I think is really, really cool. Picked that up on sale at Micro Center as well. This is probably the second system. No, actually, about my fourth system I built from Micro Center. But this is the first one I built from them this year, though. So that's always a plus. So all your miscellaneous screws. Probably need like this stuff here. I think that's meant for like Intel. One thing I really need is this stuff here because you're using the AMD backplate. So nothing too serious. I think I might be able to take. Yeah. Might be able to take these off one by one and not have to lose the plate in the background. I'm going to take out one screw, match it up with the proper mounting screw. As you guys see there. So, and take this, slide it over. Surprised I don't have a washer. key. Because the mountain bracket that came with this is meant for Intel. So I assume this is screws in the hole. Alright, when in doubt, look at the instructions. Oh, okay. I goofed. So apparently, I'm an idiot, and those are all Intel based. So really, all I need is this piece and a couple of spacers and the original screw to go with it. So basically, it's pretty straightforward. I guess we go enter. If you look on the closure on the bracket, you got 4 and a 3. I don't know if you can see that too well. So 4 is here, 3 is there. So through the hole. I don't know if that's gonna work too well. At least with this one. Let me see if the other one is a little bit smaller. So this is turning into more of a fail video than anything else so far, huh? You get white and gray. I'm gonna go with black. So here's a new screw for AMD. And we'll double check, make sure. Yep, fits nice and snug. So voila. Now I'm gonna double check one last time, make sure I actually am doing this right before I screw up again. Okay. No, I got it backwards. So gotta switch holes and try this bad boy again. Hopefully this, I decided to go with this cooler instead of water based because my Coolmaster cooler ended up getting corroded, and I'm kind of skeptic by having $1,200 worth of PC equipment going bye-bye over, let's say, water damage. Because that would be a very, very bad day. And I'm pretty sure you guys can feel the same way. At least with a heatsink and fan, I can at least just replace the fans and be done with it all. That's the gist of it. So I don't know about you, but I feel safer that way than trying to salvage any water damage or coolant damage per se from a faulty filter. Not filter, more like faulty gaskets. And I only had that cool for less than, for now in a whole year and a half either before it started happening. If these are snug, now I'll do next set. But that's my reason behind it. I mean, I did test the pump out. It seemed to still work just fine. And I ain't really seeing any leaks, so I don't know why it got corroded in the first place. But if anybody knows why, please let me know in the comments below why that happened for, because I am very curious to know why. So hopefully somebody might know. Ah, crap. I haven't had it facing the right way, huh? So, which typically happens with anybody. You get super excited, and next thing you know, you get everything going backwards. It's like, crap, I just got this all done and it won't fit. Okay. There's that out of the way. Turn that down a little bit more. Now you need the last screw, the last spacer. And then we can tighten down the cooler the rest of the way. And the only reason I'm doing it this way because I really don't want to take out the backplate and the motherboard and fist do all this stupid crap. So that's why I'm doing it this way. Which is more fun to do the other way, but I really don't feel like going through the extra trouble. So that's done. Now, I'll do some of the fan here. Alright. Now, before I mount the fan, use my tanny t-shirt, wipe it off real quick. Apply some thermal compound. This is some thick ass thermal compound too. I didn't expect it to be this damn thick either. Oh shit. Just give me just a second. I'm gonna get me a napkin. There you go. Oh, that's an evenly spread. Yeah, I know. I used a napkin to do it, but it's only because I put a little too much on there. So, anywho, that's pretty much it for that. So, now I set this giant ass cooler, line it up, and I'm gonna see if I can find my giant screwdriver. Where the hell I laid it at? I don't know if this can reach. It does, barely. Now, since it's spring loaded, you want to do it like they get one start and start tightening down nice and evenly. Like so many turns and switch. That way you can apply even amount of pressure. And hold on. If I do something really stupid, let me just test something out real quick. This may be bigger than my side panel. Let's find out real fast. Alright, it barely fits. Alright. I just want to make sure because, you know, this is a big ass cooler. Alright, now I can finish tightening this down. Now I'm pretty satisfied. It's almost the same force as Intel stock coolers and stuff. So all the mounts are set in place. Now for the coolers. So since one only has the things on them, I'm just gonna go with that one. So There's that one. Unfortunately, my video card is in the way, so I do have to move that out of the way. Great. Yes. Lucky my video card's only held in by one screw. And if you guys are curious, the video card's a GTX 1080 Ti from Zotac Amp Edition. That's like not have it. You know, I probably should have took this GPU out first. There's. Did I reach it? Thank God. So, just get a fan piece on. Alright, there's that one on. There we go. Nice and snug. So, now, to get the second fan on. I really hate these clips, but I mean, that's about all we got. So these are better than Cool Masters. Yeah, this is a pain in the ass. Is that? So fortunately, I can't get them over the RAM. So I'm not gonna switch the clips yet because I'm gonna make sure they actually fit first. And can't get over my other shroud. I guess we just have to run this fan. Because we're going to actually use this fan, I have to take out 48 gigs of RAM to make this work. So, instead of that, I think all I'll do is take these off real quick. And I'll use this for an exhaust fan for the very top of the case. Because this, I think this might support 140. If not, it's okay with me. I do have plenty of other fans I can use instead. Now I'll line this video card back up here. Now find my missing screw. Then screw my video card back in place. Let's see, I'm going to use my other screwdriver because it's way better. Has better magnetism. So there's that in place. Now, yeah, find the fan mount. There's. Hey, cool. Get it on the one try. It's right here. So, let's see if this fan will mount on the side of the case. And yes, it will. You know what? Look at this fan. It looks like it can mount in a 120 millimeter space. Come to think of it. yeah, pretty much. That's cool. Well, at least this side's done. Now I clean my giant little mess here. Put this back in my box. And now I'm done with the cooler. So, yay. Right? So, now I'll pick this bad boy up. Ow. There. Now, if you guys look here, this is kind of my messed up wire management skills. I mean, it keeps everything out of place, outside out of mind, so I mean, I'll take it. Now, find me some fan screws. Sorry it's taking me so long. Trying to find all black ones to match the case. There we go. 4 black screws. Turn this over a little bit more. Guess I'm gonna do as an import style. Stinks. There. There. That's my twist tie. Move these cables out of my way real quick. There. Now I'm going to put this big ass fan in. Now for the first screw. But this has at least now you guys know how big this cooler really is in comparisons. Okay, one done. Now usually when I do fans, especially fan screws, I just do them diagonally. That way once you get the 2 diagonals put in, the other 2 are super easy. Now I did change out the hard drives I had in this thing. Took my two 3 terabyte drives out and just replaced them with new 2 TB drive that's quieter, and a 2 TB SSD drive. And not 2 drive, sorry. I also a bit of storage, but in all honesty, I don't really care. Because later on, I'll be ordering myself 3 2 TB SSD drives when they go back on sale. So that's the general idea. Now I'll tip this back down. And bam, check that out. So even I couldn't use that for what the actual purpose was, at least I was able to make some use out of it. Should I hook that up to the CPU header or the case header? I think I'll do the case header. And I'll run it underneath the PSU cable. There you go. I can't see it too well, but there's my other headers. I have one left besides the CPU header. And yeah, I do have RGB, but honestly, I don't care about RGB that much. So, I mean, it's whatever. So, anywho, let's power this bad boy on and see if my temperatures drop dramatically from the last time I ran it. So just give me a quick second here. Get my keyboard and mouse, power adapter. You know the drill. I think I have my capture card hooked properly too, so it should take in direct footage for you guys. Keyboard. I found my mouse on the ground somewhere. This one keyboard. So all my wires are everywhere. There, keyboard. Now eventually I like to get me a 3080 or something a little bit nearer than what my 1080 Ti is. Okay, I really like to eventually try out ray tracing. We got power. Is my screen on? Yeah, I found I unplugged my screen. Bear with me just a moment, please. There we go. Now I got put in. See? Anyway, so let's turn this bad boy on. See if everything works. Get this out of my way real quick. For the first time I had the system powered on since my last video I made. Yeah, my capture wire is backwards. There we go. It's alive. Alright, let's open up CD or HW monitor. Let's show our temperature. According to this, my CPUs are at 50 degrees. Now I put the side panel on here to see that changes the X-spec. Yeah. Probably not, but can't hurt. Not really. It's about running about the same amount as my one cooler I had in the system earlier, with no clip. Oh, anyways, let's run cinebench. We're gonna break something? Might as well break something. So this is test number 1. Showing low is hit about 61 degrees. Highest so far is 69. Total power draw is about 130 watts. Hitting 3.9 gigahertz. So far, max temperature hits 70. Stable at 63. Now it says max temps is 72. So let me make this bigger for you guys. Oops. You know what you hear in the background is just is fan spinning up. Honestly, it don't sound that loud either. It is a bit louder than my workstation is though. So I mean, that's something. Now my first test I did was saying with the Frio Cooler that was just sitting there with a book on top of it. Got 23,417 points, and temperature running about 80. So I mean, I'm impressed. Dropped it down by 10 degrees from max temperature. Still hit about 3.9 across all cores. So the total speed's not doing too bad either. It didn't even do that with the Phenom cooler. I think it stayed at 3.62 or 65 the whole test. So definitely a giant increase. I'm gonna step over for just a second. I'll be right back. So here's a comparison here. This right here is a Phenom cooler, Silent 12, 120mm based. Now, if you look at the other one in the glass here, whoosh, gigantic. You guys a better example here. This is the box it came in. Compare the difference of the Phenom cooler. Now the weight is about the same. I think the only difference between this one and that one, besides the size, is the fact that it has one extra heat pipe on each side compared to this one. But not a bad little cooler. This is actually way quieter than that thing is. Way quieter. There's actually why there was a lot of water coolers back in the day too when it first came out. It's just sad that there's no AMD full bracket to it anymore at all. So I can't use this with the new setup. Otherwise I would. Because it has a TDP rating of 230 watts for cooling. And I'm sure that's more than enough for this processor. But like I said, it's how it is. But gives you guys a general idea of the size of the cooler, and hopefully that gives you a good example of the cleaners it has too, as well, with the memory and the I/O plate. Since a lot of boards now doesn't actually need an I/O bracket, it's pretty much mounted to the board, which is nice. I mean, it does save you a lot of trouble from trying to find where you dropped it at, misplaced that. So I call that a win. Got less than 4 minutes of this test. Still run about 3.89 to 3.9. 100% utilization. Using only 7 gigs of RAM out of 64 gigs, so that's cool. So far, max wattage is 132.26, and max temperature for is still 73. So cool. I wonder how I can compare that to the Phenom cooler if I was able to mount it properly on an AMD 4 socket. That'd be kind of interesting to see that versus this. To be honest, I was like Thermaltake's last decent cooler that was high performance and quiet at the exact same time without any modifications. And in fact, if you need to end up doing higher overclocks and need higher airflow, turn the dial on the back of the cooler by the fans and ramp them up. This fan sounds about medium. No, not really medium actually. Yeah, about medium-ish speed compared to this fan. So this is the fan I was talking about, and you have a little dial knot here, and you have this. And the thing can kick up to a high turbine speed too as well, on high speed, and this pushes out a lot of airflow. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. What's your opinion of it? And yeah, hope this video helped you guys out with mounting a Noctua. So if I the abbreviation of it, Noctua NH-D15 cooler onto your AM4 motherboard. I don't think it has Ryzen socket on here, I don't think. Nope. That's your basic, it's basic Intel 20XX. All the way down to the 115x series, and all the AMD series except for Ryzen. Now you can't order the Ryzen backplate for it because it does actually have one separately online. You can get, or you just buy the cooler meant for Ryzen straight up. So not Ryzen, but Threadripper. So it's up to you how you guys want to do that one. But I'm still super happy. It's a little bit quieter than my previous Coolmaster fans for the IO cooler. So yeah. Now in this case here, if you don't install the power supply first, you actually can install a triple radiator up top. But yeah, I didn't want to. That literally costs way too much money. And you guys are curious, this was my original cooler. This is one that I got corroded all through the, not necessarily corrosion by the tubes, but all through the mount and bracket hardware. So you have a little corrosion here and on the opposite side of it. Other than that, that was about it. It was actually really nice. RGB and all, pretty much all the works. Now, I was going to use my GTX Extreme cooler from Corsair. It was a 280 water cooler radiator, all one pump. You know the drill. But this case doesn't support that size of radiator, nor does it support the fans. So, whatever. And apparently I lost my AM4 bracket for this as well. So, this ice on the cake, right? Yeah, I actually got a bracket for it, but because it doesn't fit in my case at all, it doesn't really matter. The only case I own that would support that cooler would be the H440 from Nexus. But the only problem I have with that case is it's loud. Can't have loud when doing videos, if you catch my drift. But before starting, so we got 2,257, 500, yeah. Tongue twister. 20,579 points off of this cooler. So it's not too bad. I mean, I didn't get as high as I did the first test I did with the Phenom cooler. So, but at least I have something I can mount to the case, or not case, but to the motherboard and still use. I'm pretty sure that would cool the processors down more, probably with the secondary fan. Perhaps, maybe I was able to do better, but whatever. The only difference is that the Phenom cooler I did use with no case at all, so that's probably why it did do better as well. So, but overall, I'm not complaining. But that's it for this video. Like, subscribe for more videos. Leave comments below about the corroded Coolmaster cooler, if you guys have any idea why that happened. And let me know in the comments below how you think of this new Noctua cooler I picked up for this computer. And yeah, just have a nice day and stay safe, everybody. Peace.